Just in, Princess Leonor's mysterious boyfriend revealed. A princess raised for duty. A future queen under watchful eyes. A secret the palace can't hide forever. They said she was too young. Too focused. Too royal. But love doesn't wait for permission. The story begins quietly, far from the glittering halls of Zarzuela Palace. Princess Leonor, Spain's future queen, has always been known for her discipline, her grace, and her perfect public image. Every move measured, every word rehearsed, every emotion hidden behind royal composure. But even the most disciplined hearts have their own plans. As Leonor stepped into her military training, a new chapter began, not just for Spain's monarchy, but for her own private life. The training was meant to shape her into a leader, a symbol of national strength. Instead, it introduced her to someone who saw her not as a princess but as a person. It started with formality, shared duty, mutual respect. But slowly, something deeper began to form. A quiet connection that neither of them could deny. The kind of bond that doesn't need words, just glances, laughter in fleeting moments, and silence that speaks volumes. Who is he? That's the question shaking royal circles right now. For months, the palace denied any romantic involvement. But sources close to the Royal Academy whisper otherwise. They speak of a young man, intelligent, composed, humble. A man who understands loyalty and honor, but whose heart may have betrayed the very institution he serves. A photograph surfaced, never meant for the public eye. Leonor and a young officer walking side by side after evening training. Not touching, not speaking, but the closeness between them, undeniable. The air around them seemed different. Real, human. The image was quietly removed. The source silenced. Yet, as it always does, the truth found a way to escape the palace walls. The Spanish media caught wind of it. Princess Leonor's mystery man. Secret love behind the uniform. Headlines flashed across Europe. And suddenly, the monarchy's most guarded heart became the subject of worldwide fascination. But this wasn't just about romance. It was about power, image, and the centuries-old battle between love and duty. The royal family knows too well what happens when the heart defies the crown. King Felipe faced it himself when he chose Queen Letizia, a journalist, over royal expectations. History seemed to be repeating itself, only this time, the stakes are higher. The palace response. Silence. Strategic, heavy silence. But silence, in royalty, is never just absence of sound, it's control. The less they say, the more the world imagines. Inside the palace, tension grew. Advisors worried about appearances. The king understood the danger. And Queen Letizia, ever the protector, knew that no amount of protocol could stop her daughter's heart. She had once been in Leonor's place. The young woman who loved a man the palace said she shouldn't. Insiders say Queen Letizia's guidance has been gentle but firm. She told Leonor that love within the royal world is a battlefield, one fought not with swords but with silence and sacrifice. But Leonor is not her mother. She's her own woman, modern, determined, unafraid of whispers. Reports from Zarzuela suggest the young man was quietly transferred from Leonor's immediate circle. An administrative reassignment, they called it. But those close to the royal household say it was more than logistics, it was a forced separation. Still, the distance did not end the story. Private letters, hidden messages, small tokens exchanged through trusted friends. A secret kept alive in the shadows of duty. Because when you're a royal, secrecy is the only freedom you have left. At official events, Leonor remains the image of composure. Yet, those who observe closely see the signs, the slight hesitations, the faraway look in her eyes. It's not rebellion, it's remembrance. The struggle between the heart that beats for Spain and the one that beats for him. Spanish tabloids speculate his identity, some claim he's the son of a high-ranking officer, others whisper he's from a humble background. The truth, the palace will never confirm it. Because to admit it would make it real. And the monarchy cannot afford real. As Leonor prepares to inherit her father's crown, the expectations placed on her grow heavier by the day. The perfect heir, the face of a new Spain. But how does one carry a crown when the heart still longs for freedom? Her story echoes those of royals before her, Princess Margaret of England, forbidden to marry the man she loved. Prince Harry, walking away for the sake of love. And now, Leonor, standing at the crossroads between two worlds, duty and desire. Those who know her describe her as calm yet resolute. She has her father's discipline and her mother's fire, one palace source revealed. If she loves, she will not stop easily. Whispers from within royal circles say that the king is torn. On one hand, he knows the damage scandal can do. On the other, he remembers what it feels like to be young, and in love. What happens next will define not just Leonor's future, but the future of the Spanish monarchy itself. Can a modern queen love openly? Or must she hide behind the same walls that once trapped so many before her? Recently, Leonor has begun making subtle changes, refusing certain arranged introductions, insisting on more independence, choosing her own words and speeches. Quiet acts of rebellion disguised as maturity. Each step a reminder that she is not a puppet, but a person. And what of the mysterious young man? His name remains unspoken, his face unseen, his presence erased from official records. But the silence speaks louder than any denial. Because the palace doesn't erase what never existed, it erases what it fears. Royal watchers are now asking the question,